Hi everyone. Today's video helps you to just take a pause from living, from doing in life, and just being, right? Help you to get out that little well you're on, like a hamster. So you just rest, feeling more opening in your heart, in your chest area, and you feel your body feel more relaxed. And then you take this complete ease and realization to the daily life, and so you just smile all the time, right? And then people are like, oh, what are you doing, right? And you're just doing some yoga. All right, let's get started. And so let's lie down on the floor first. Right, lie down on the floor, hug your knees to your chest, and just rock yourself from right to left. And give your lower back on the floor, give your lower back a little release. And then extend the one leg up first, and just gently push this leg towards your body. We're stretching on the back of the leg, and then bring this leg back and extend the left leg up to the sky, and hug this leg towards your body. And now bring your leg down, both feet back to the floor. Bring your feet outside the mat, right? Extend your arms out. Just once you're wiping your knees, so just once you're wiping your knees, and release your hips. And then bring your legs back again, feet up, right? Rotate your ankles, right? If you're a cyclist, you're on the wheel, so you probably pedal a lot, right? You want to roll one ankle at a time and switch the direction. And then stretch out your toes, spread your toes out. Those feet are in the shoes all day. And now keep your legs bent, hands behind your leg. Just rock yourself up to a seat. So from a seated position, and you want to bring your hands behind interlace your hands first, right? And then turn your palms out, and inhale, bring your hands up. And then bring your fingers down. And one more time. And bring your, interlace your hands and turn your palms out. And inhale, bring your hands up, up, up. And then bring your fingers down. And now walk your hands out to the right side. And extend the left arm up, right? And then bend your elbows. You're trying to grab the right sleeves with your right hand. So you're turning the elbow up to the sky, right? Pretend you're grabbing, your right sleeve, and release, and just come back to the center right here. Then walk your hands out to the left side and extend your right arm up, and then bend your elbows, trying to grab the left sleeve, right? Turn your head towards the sky. And now release, come back to center, and just bring your palms touching, press your hands together. Right, inhale, raise your arms up. So we continue releasing our shoulder area. And exhale, hands back to your chest. And 2 more times like this. Inhale, come up. Then exhale, hands back to your heart. And 1 more time. And release, and just come back to your heart. And now just bring your hands behind your back, pointing towards the back of your mat, and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Just push the chest out. Right? So if you're sitting on your bicycle or in the car, or you're always hunching forward, right? So let's just squeeze your shoulder blades together, pushing the heart open. Continue with your breathing. And release, and just come back to center now, and come back to the push up, come up to your knees. So you can keep your toes, stretch out your toes, right? Sit here. Let's come to eagle arms right here. So bring your hands, inhale, come up, come to eagle arms, cross your arms, and palms touching, then exhale, come down. And inhale, come up, left arm above the right arm this time. Raise your arms up, come back, and 1 more time. You can grab the opposite shoulders, raise your elbows up, right? That's another way to do this. And then exhale, come down. And one more time. Inhale, come up. And just one more time. Eagle arms, right? Raise your elbows up and come down to the floor and switch to the side. Raise your elbows up and just come down to the floor and slow yourself to child pose. Then take a mini break right here. Knees touching, palms up, and belly touching, lower part of your belly touching your upper thighs. Just release your lower back. And just remember, you always can surrender to any moment in life. We don't have to fight against it. Just be with it. All right, couple breaths here, and then just push yourself back to downward. Push yourself back to tabletop. And from tabletop, right, we just do a couple warm up our upper back, right, and just come to plank. Keep your knees hips apart, right. You're pushing the ground away, shoulder over the wrist. Dome your upper back. Then exhale, release. And 2 more times like this. And inhale, come up. And then exhale, release. And one more time. Inhale, come up. And release. Come back to center right here. And then step forward with your right foot. Come to low lunge right here. Right? So you want to keep your hands on your knee. Right? Gently press your hands on your knees. Maybe on your calf, your quads, or maybe you can little massage right here and extend this leg back, come to low lunge, gently pushing the hips forward. Right, feel the stretch of the hip flexor area. Beautiful. And now bring your hands back to the floor. Right, left hand to the inside the right foot, and then bend the left leg. Right, you can extend the right arm out. If you cannot grab the left foot, top of the right foot, that's fine. Just extend your arms out, flex your foot. Right, we're stretching out. So if you're on your bicycle or driving, the legs can be stressed out, right? So now lower your hands back to the floor, extend your left foot forward, flex your feet. Come to half monkey right here. Yes. All right, do you want to breathe in more? Just feel your inner body, tune into your body, right? Just feel which part of your body needs more attention. And you can just breathe in more air and give it more love, right? Then you feel better for no reason. And then you realize whatever we're looking for is all inside us, right? We don't need get it from someone else. And let's come back to the tabletop right here. Step forward and come to low lunge on the left side. So just bring your hands on the thigh right here, right? Pushing the hips forward. Pushing the hips forward. And squeezing your belly. Beautiful. And now bring your left hand back to the floor. And then flex this foot. Right, you want to extend the left arm towards the back of the mat, grab the top of the left foot, or maybe open this inner thigh a little bit more. Right, walk this foot out, pivot on this leg. You create more space. Like I said, if you can use a strap. If you don't have if you don't have access to your foot, just extend your arms towards the back of the mat. Rotate your upper body towards the sky, and just breathe. And release. Come back to the center, and just extend your left leg out. Come to half monkey right here. All right, release and bring this knee back. And now extend the right leg again forward. Right, switch to the knee. Let's come to runner's lunge. Bring both your arms back to the floor. Right, come up to your knees. You can just keep your knees on the floor. Right, walk your right foot out a little bit and come down to runner's lunge. Pivot. You can pivot on your right foot, on the outer edge of your right foot, right? Just gently release your inner thigh. And then bring this foot back and switch to the side. Come back to tabletop and switch to the side right here. So you also can come up to your toes on your right leg and shift your weight forward. right? You stretch out your inner thighs right here. And just breathe and lower yourself back to the floor and just bring this leg back. So continue to stay on your knees. Walk your knees together. You can sit down on the floor. All right, come to full hero right here and lower yourself back to the floor like this. Right, continue to keep your knees together and lower yourself down and bring your hands above your head. Right, this is a very intense stretch for your quads. And so this can be intense for your knees. Another way to do this, and you can push yourself upright just from a seated position and keep your left leg extended, right? And then lower yourself down. If your knee's way up here, you can grab the top of your right foot and extend your left arm out and just put the heel towards your butt. Just rest right here. This can be a great stretch for your quads too. And now let's do the right side right here. Right, so come up to your release, come up to your top, come up to the top, bend your left leg, right, like this. And just lower yourself back to the floor. And your knees way up here and just roll yourself to the right side. And continue put the heel towards your butt. All right, release and just come up to the top. And from here, come to a seat, right? And then bring your right foot in front of you, like this, the shin in front of you. And then bend the left leg. Come to deer pose. We're releasing our hips, right? So if you sit on the wall, again, the hips can be really tight. And just come to forward bend. You move the mic. Inhale, lift the ribs away, then exhale, come to forward bend, right? Then walk your hand to your right. And release, walk your hand to your left. And release, come down to the floor. And switch to the side again. All right, so bring your left leg in the front. So make sure the shin is parallel to the top of the mat, right? And this leg is parallel to this side of the mat, right? The top of your foot press on the floor. Inhale, lift the ribs away. Then exhale, forward bend. Right, you want to walk your hand forward. And you then from here, walk your hand to your left. Then walk your hand to the center and walk your hand to the right side. And then push yourself up to a seat. Right now, bring your bottom of your feet together. So this time we want to bring the foot out a little bit. You have a diamond shape in front of you. Right, you want to inhale, lift the ribs away, and then exhale, forward bend. Trying to bring top of your head towards the floor. And release, and just come back to the top. And now, keep the... now extend your left leg out, right? Bring your bottom of your right foot against your inner thigh and inhale, lift the ribs away, then exhale, forward bend. And so we've done this many times, right? Just continue releasing your hips. You want to press your right foot against the inner thigh and bring your belly to your upper thighs right here. All right, release and just come back to the top. And now bring your right foot, cross your knee over, right? So it's okay if your knee's right here, that's okay. You want to just stack your right knee above the left knee. And inhale, bring your right hand up, bend your elbows, right? And if you have a strap, use the strap. Bring the left hand behind your head, behind your back. Right? Have your hands, fingers touching or palms touching, and you want to press your head against your elbow. Shine this right elbow towards the sky. And inhale, lift the ribs away. Then exhale, trying to bring your chin over your knee. So this is release for the shoulders. All right, release. Come back to the top, and then switch to the side. Right. So let's bring the left knee. So bring the left bottom of your foot against the inner thigh right here, and inhale, lift the ribs away. Then exhale, bring your belly to spine, and come to seated forward bend. Right, so you want to continue feeling the release of your left hip right here. Just continue with the breathing. And when you're ready, slowly come back to the top. And cross your left knee. Have your left knee over the right knee. Right, bend your elbows and bring your right hand behind you. Right, shine the elbow towards the sky. And inhale, lift the ribs away. And then exhale, forward bend. Bring the knee over bring the chin over the knee. All right, release and come back to the top. And then just bring your feet, extend your feet out. Come to Tadasana right here. You want to keep your quads engaged, right? Inner thigh engaged. Squeeze your inner belly. Your hands next to your hips. Inhale, lift the ribs away. Then exhale, forward bend. Right, you can keep your knees bent right here. And just using your hands. Maybe walk here. If your hands are here, that's okay. Right? But the key is you want to rotate your hips forward, squeezing your belly. And just lower your head towards the floor, towards your shin. Right? Keep your upper body tall and straight, chest area broaden. Come to forward bend. And stay here for a couple breaths. And release, come back to the top. And also remember, right, you can always, stay at one pose a little longer if your body needs it. And like I said, right, you're tuning to your body, listen to your body, see what your body needs. And now just lie down on the floor and bring your feet up. Come to bridge. We're going to stretch our hip flexor, walk your feet a little closer, and you bring your hands below your butt and just pushing the rib cage, hips up to the sky. And now inhale, bring your right leg up to the sky. Reach for the sky. Reach, reach, reach. Keep your hips lifted. And then bring this leg back. Continue to engage your quads, inner thigh. Feel the burning of your inner thigh. Engage. Bring your left leg up to the sky. Point your toes towards the sky. There's a rhythm for that. And now lower yourself back to the floor. And just hug yourself. Knees to your chest. And extend the legs up. You can stay here, point your knees, or lower your feet towards the floor. All right, so I'm gonna move here a little bit and lower you wanna straddle your hip, continue to feel the stretch of your inner thighs. Right, pointing your toes towards the wall, pointing your toes towards the floor, pointing your toes and lower your feet towards the floor. And then back to your center. Just hug your knees to your chest, or rock yourself from right to left. And let's release our back with happy baby. Pushing the knees towards your floor, towards your armpits. And keep your knees bent right here. And then you can extend this right leg out, right? This leg is a happy baby leg. And maybe gently pushing this leg, the foot, towards the back of your head. And release and switch to the side. Extend this left leg out. All right, release and just bring your knees together, feet together, hands behind your leg, and rotate your ankles again like we did in the beginning. Then switch to the direction and stretch out your toes and just hug your knees to your chest. Rock yourself from right to left and just extend your legs out, hands, palms open, just letting go of everything. Let your body sink into the floor. Right, you're dropping to the deepest space inside your pelvic floor area. And just you become a pure consciousness. Press your shoulder blades down, relax your fingertips. You can stay here for a little longer if your body needs it. And then hug your knees to your chest and lower yourself to the left side here. Right hands, using your left arm as a pillow. Using your right hand, push yourself up to a seat. Hands in front of your heart. Inhale, then exhale, hands back to third eye center. Namaste. Thank you for watching. I hope this flow helps you to just take a break from life, right? Maybe getting off from the wheel and just pause and feel the relaxation inside of you. Take this energy with you to your daily life. See you in the next video.